um, yeah, so the light language that I heard that was coming in was to clear the fear. So your personal fear, anything that's coming up in your own life about certain situations or about what's going on in the world. So I've had really intense conversations lately with friends, and I just had a conversation with a really, really close friend of mine who lives about 5 hours from me. So I don't see her all the time, but we were going to get together, and then this whole thing about like masks or no masks, and this whole thing came up. And it's just like when I went out this morning and I was downtown where I live, and I can just feel the fear. It's palpable. So the I didn't really I think I was resisting doing this video, but doing this light language, but I wanted to do it like on joy and on, it's like wanted all this stuff. And I thought, okay, that's my mind. Like I feel like they want to come in today to clear some of the fear from us. So again, whatever that is, your own personal fear or what's happening as a conscious, as the collective, whatever that is. So kind of just let it go through you and see if there's any shifts or changes that you notice after or like the next day or this week. Okay. So, yeah. So, everyone just shake out the energy that you're holding in your body. You don't need to name it or know what it is. Just shake out your arms, your hands. We hold a lot of energy and a lot of tension in our fingers. So, just shake out your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, whatever you need to let go of. You don't have to name it or know what it is. Just let it go, shake it off, and take a couple of deep breaths. Yarakia, Malagi Yarakia, Holo Yarakia. Shwarisiana kola Yarakia, Holo Yaraki, Anamo, Larirakia, Sierra Surikirino, Larire Sierra Kirino, Hala Hirokwa, Hala Irikiolo Maria, Holo Yirishvia, Roma Holo Ya, Kiriola Ya. Shwarisiana Yaramola, Yarakio Holo, Lorira Maria Shwa. Cristiano, Koro Koreala, Yerikio, Larirama, Korira Shvira Lomo, Yerikio, Hololo, Haririkia, Holama, Yerikia, Shwaria, Waria Papa, Yerikia, Papa Papa, Yera Koro, Koro Korea, or Papa Papa, Yerikia, Lorio, Shwa. Yerikio Loho, Yerikio Hala, Maria Rekio, Lolo, Maria Kush, Mariarekia, Lala. Shwa yirikia. Korioro shmiala la yirikiolo yirikialo ma yirikia la yirikia. Yirikolo holo yirikiria hala marierelo ledeshia. Lolo kariereshia. Karehare molo yirikiana ma. Korieshia rikirio holo ma yirikia. Mariero parierikia la lo shmita lo. Lo barriera caradiero shibara barriera shibera coloriera alama colosha kielo moya la yera shwiaromo Corialama la yera shwa lo yera carino lo ma yero la yera shwa lo yera ki lo ma yero lo shwa lo yera kala yero lo ma yera ki ho ma yero lo yera shwa Cariolo lo yera ki yero lo ma yero colo lo yera ki yero lo shiro lo ma yero ho yero ho yero Kiriera shiaro hola. Kiriko holo maha yirikia. Shwa yirikiri hola. Yirikiri hola lama. Yirikia. Harieraka yere shiare sia. Kariera hola yere shiare. Kirio holo. Nila yere shia. Kiria holo shiare. Kiria hala yere kiria. Holo yiro shiaro. Kare shiaro kolo. Harierki hanana mama yirikiri holo shiara korea. Krekoro rishia kiro Kriya holo, hario lo hoyere kia, harikireo ama, korea shioro, korea mahala, iro koalo, korolo, iro shia, olama, erikere yero, shwariera, oloma, erekia halo, karera halo, shwiria, krishwa, korea hala, kriara moala, erekia, homarekia, shwa, loro korea, korea, mai laya, sirikiro, krodo shwa. Krira papa di kriro la yiro kurira papa pari krira yiro shira di krira ma. Haro lo rira shma alo hariro kolo harira shma lo ya kurira hayire kion marira shwa kurira ma lo horira ko la yira kodi shmira hodo ko karira la yira shwa kurira shwira horira kurira lo yira krira ma la yash kurira la yira ko la hayire kro no lo ma yira kira halo ma shwiro lo Kriya lo lo rira kira roma shiro ko la rira rira maka kuriera ma la ireshia kriyo holo kuriera ma la irikia homari ireshia ro korira hala rira kore shmiro lo kriera lo rira shwiro lo kriyo ro mariera korisha irikiro shwa irikire shwa irikishwa irikire la rira mo la shwari irikiro lo Kriera Maria Loho Irkira Kriera Shvia Maria Laliriko La Maria Shviro Kriera Lama Irikia Shwarira Kialo Ho Lira Shwarira Kshwa Irashma Iroko Lo Iraka Shvrira Kriera Ma Loriro La Maria Maria Holo Irishwa Irikriora Maria Kolo Irikiara La Irikriora Kurire shwala yero lo honira ma yereka hayire korira siera kiolo hariro lo yereka rama la yere shia hariaro koala shwria harira kuriro koira ma la yere shwa kuriro ma hayirkia karira shia maha yereki lolo karira shwria kurira shwa karira shwria. So that felt like a really heavy transmission. So I'll just tell you what I was getting, and you guys can tell me what you felt. Um, I felt like they were actually working on our root chakra. And what I was hearing was all the fear that's coming up on the planet for each individual is the stuff that we already have inside us. So it's like if we have fear from our child, our adolescent, our negative ego, or whatever it is in our past, like all of that is getting activated. So that if we clear our personal fear, now I know why they wanted to do this one, because I kept thinking I wanted to do one around joy, but it was like the fear, all our personal fear is getting activated by what's going on as a collective. And I feel like they were clearing that energy and then activating the energy of joy and raising, like operating from here, from your upper chakras instead of like the lower energy centers. Because when we're engaging in that kind of energy and operating from our lower chakras, that is the fear. That's all the stuff that's coming up, right? So it was like they were trying to like clear that out and activate the higher energy centers. So I really felt that one. What did you guys, and you don't have to talk, but I love your feedback. So if you guys have anything to add or anything that you guys felt, whew. And it got lighter at the end, like they were bringing in the joy.
Just about 3/4 of the way through, I did feel like a chunk of something kind of lifted, and I felt better.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you feel it get lighter towards the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, even for me, when you started out, I could just feel the tears coming down, and I
No.
have been clearing a whole lot um, in through the solar plexus
Mm.
and getting rid of a lot of old crap that has been hovering. But as you got to the end, like my crown chakra, whenever I do anything with you, it just tingling and vibrating, and it feels amazing.
Oh,
So
that's really cool. Thanks,
thank you.
Nancy. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
I felt at the beginning it was like it was almost like it was a clear, and then there was this band of something around like behind my eyes and above my eyebrows
Mm.
of this like thick like pressure. And at first I was like, wow, you have a headache, Katrina. I'm like, no, 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 it's a light language,
I
don't.
felt that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But then you were so funny because then you went you did this thing and you were like holding right here, and I'm like, oh yeah, she's got it, and then it was gone. It just went.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah.
then like this warrior or somebody came in and was like, and now we will fix you, and it was like this like really aggressive thing, and I really was filled with this gratitude that we're not alone.
Mm.
Like that, as much as we feel like we're kind of just trying and standing our truth and doing all that, that there's really people helping. Like
Yeah.
we are really not
Oh, yeah.
alone.
Oh, yeah, we're not. Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, I believe there's so many beings and yeah, so much stuff out there helping us and wanting to make this a world of, I'm getting emotional talking about it, like a world of love instead of a world of hate, right? Like we have so much help. We just have to tune into that
Yeah.
and let it in. Yeah, that's cool. I felt that too, the band
Yeah.
of, yeah, of energy. Yeah, that's cool.
Like it's almost like, and I kept feeling like it's like it's almost like getting rid of fears. Like it's almost like the fears that are rising aren't even real. It's like it's all I have to embrace is that it really can be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't. I make it hard.
Yeah, yeah, we all do, right? Because it's from our own stuff. That's why it was like our own stuff getting activated and everything that's going on in the world. It's like whether you are for or against or into or don't believe or believe, it's all our stuff getting activated with, from our fear. Like we already have it in us or it wouldn't be activated. So,
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Thanks.
I think the opportunity right now is that we're wired that things need to make sense, like they need to kind of in a linear way map out that whatever we're afraid of is right in front of us. We're clear about it. But this isn't like that. This is so inconsistent in the messaging. This is so contrary in so many ways. It's in our nature to fill in the gaps
Mm-hmm.
with our
Right.
imagination. And of course, that imagination is actually going to be tapped into our fears in a very fundamental way. So we have this perfect opportunity when things are not making sense in the world, and they don't. I'm sitting beside a mathematician, and we know that it doesn't. Then we're going to fill in the gaps with our own offerings. And unfortunately, those offerings are wired into ancestral fears.
Yeah.
So my dad was raised as a Mennonite. So needless to say, the shunning is big. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen to a person, is that if you don't follow the rules, everyone will turn away. They'll turn their faces away from you, and you will starve. It's not like we won't like you anymore. No, you're going to starve, and you won't have a place to lay your head. So it really taps into those very deep, fundamental ancestral fears, I think.
Yeah, I love that. I loved I love the way you explained that. Yeah.
I liked how you were saying that you wanted to work on the joy, but then it was removing the fear, because as a container, if we're full of fear, we can't have joy. Right. So the more fear that we get out of our system, the more we can fill it with the good stuff, right?
Yeah, for
Which
sure.
is so important.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and it was funny because I was like, oh, good, like joy. They want to do it like a joy, and then I was like, fear. Oh, I don't want to talk about this today, And I've had some weird stuff, like, that friend, and then I went out this morning, and just the last like day or two, and I'm like, I don't want to. I want to do something fun, But yeah, it's it was my own filters coming in. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
well, that's just like taking steps, right?
Yeah, yeah,
We got to do that first before we can get,
yeah, totally. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I love having you guys here with me.